Good evening, everyone. Today is the 31st of January, the last day of the month. And this is, of course, Saturday evening. And tomorrow we'll probably be having service because we're not going to be going to Joplin, but it'll probably be in the afternoon when we have service because we're going to tune into Michael Smith's service in the morning at 10 o'clock. You can go to Sovereign Grace Baptist Church in Joplin and on YouTube and find him if you're interested at 10 o'clock. Tonight we're going to be continuing our reading through the 19th chapter of Exodus. I'm going to turn this over to Mark in a minute, but we find in Exodus, the 19th chapter, the 4th verse, the Lord says to Moses, "You have seen what I did unto the Egyptians, and how I bare you on eagle's wings, and brought you unto myself." That's what he says. I bear you on eagle's wings. Well, you know, that's what he's done to all of his children. He's borne us on eagle's wings. I'm going to turn this over to Mark and have him read it to you, and then also after he gets through, I'm going to try to make a few remarks on it. Exodus chapter 19.
Exodus chapter 19. In the third month, when the children of Israel were gone forth out of the land of Egypt, the same day came they into the wilderness of Sin. They departed from Rephidim, and were come to the desert of Sinai, and had pitched in the wilderness, and there Israel camped before the mount. Moses went up unto God, and the Lord called unto him out of the mountain, saying, Thus shalt say to the house of Jacob, and tell the children of Israel, Ye have seen what I did unto the Egyptians, how I bare you on eagle's wings, and brought you unto myself. Now therefore, if you will obey my voice indeed, and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for the earth is mine. And ye shall be unto me a kingdom and priest, and holy nation. These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel. Moses came and called for the elders of the people, and laid before their faces all these words the Lord commanded him. And all the people answered together and said, All that the Lord hath spoken we will do. And Moses returned the words of the people unto the Lord. The Lord said unto Moses, Lo, I come to thee in a thick cloud, the people may hear when I speak with thee. Leave thee forever. And Moses told the words of the people unto the Lord. The Lord said unto Moses, Go unto the people and sanctify them today and tomorrow, and let them wash their clothes. Be ready against the third day, for the third day the Lord will come down the sight of all the people upon Mount Sinai. Thou shalt set bounds on the people round about, saying, Take heed to yourselves, that ye go not up into the mount, or touch the border of it. Whosoever touch the mount shall be surely put to death. There shall not a hand touch it, but he shall surely be stoned or shot through. There be beast or man, it shall not live. When the trumpet sound along, they shall come up to the mount. Moses went down from the mount unto the people, and sanctified the people, and they washed their clothes. He said unto the people, Be ready against the third day, come nigh your wives. It came to pass on the third day in the morning that there were thunders and lightnings and a thick cloud upon the mount, and the voice of the trumpet exceeding loud, so that all the people that was in the camp trembled. And Moses brought forth the people out of the camp to meet with God, and they stood at the nether part of the mount. Mount Sinai was altogether on a smoke, because the Lord ascended upon it in fire. The smoke thereof ascended as the smoke of a furnace, and the whole mount quaked greatly. The voice of the trumpet sounded long, and waxed louder and louder. Moses spake, and God answered him by a voice. The Lord came down upon Mount Sinai on the top of the mount. The Lord called Moses up to the top of the mount. And Moses went up, and the Lord said to Moses, Go down and charge the people, lest they break through unto the Lord to gaze, that perish. But the priests also which come near to the Lord sanctify themselves, lest the Lord break forth upon them. Moses said unto the Lord, The people cannot come up to Mount Sinai, for they charged us, saying, Set bounds upon the mount and sanctify it. The Lord said to him, Away, get thee down, thou shalt come up thou and Aaron with thee, but not the priest, and the people break through to come up unto the Lord, lest he break forth upon them. So Moses went down unto the people and spake unto them. Next.
Thank you, Mark. Well, it's always interesting to kind of live this through the eyes of Moses and what he had to go through. You know, he had a lot of conversation with the Lord, didn't he? And oftentimes when the Lord was talking to Moses, he talked about Israel being the same as the house of Jacob and the children of Israel. And the Lord reminds Moses that the earth is mine. Moses had to be reminded that God was sovereign a few times every once in a while, didn't he? And the Lord said unto Moses, I come unto thee in a thick cloud, that the people may hear when I speak with thee, and believe thee forever. And notice how there was always a holy distance put between the Lord and the people. And the people were made to tremble over the awesome majesty of God, were they not? And there was often signs of his glory in the clouds and in the quaking of the mountains. And anyway, this shows the absolute holiness of God. And you know, I talked the other day about the majesty of God, but there's also the awesomeness of God, the glory of God, the power of God, the kingliness of God, the holiness of God, the righteousness of God, the exaltation of God, the power of God. And we can never be reminded of that too much, can we? Well, I hope you all have a good weekend. Hope you have a good evening. And like I said, we'll probably be on, I would say tomorrow, maybe around 1 o'clock. Tomorrow afternoon we'll be on with our Pineville Grace Fellowship service. May the good Lord be with you this evening is my prayer. God bless.